Yes, good evening, USA, Canada, worldwide, Long Island, worldwide, and of course, the five spots of Brooklyn, Bronx, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. I'm your man, G Money Stacks, aka the misunderstood lonely nomad, the Gregonator, creator, YouTuber, host with the most, the unstoppable independent podcaster and rookie podcaster of Queens, New York. And you're rocking with the 156th episode of Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast. That's right, 156 of the New York podcast right here, man. How about that, man? If you're new to the channel and you miss any new and previous latest episodes that's out right now, please go ahead and catch up on all the episodes whatsoever by going to the YouTube channel G Money Stacks 555. Make sure you tap that noni bell, subscribe to the channel, and of course leave a like and a comment. And of course, I'll go over the audio streaming platforms where you can listen to the episodes and stuff. So there you go, right there. Um Now, I want to actually cut to the chase on doing a little mental health check-in real quick, man, because I haven't done that in a while. So let's do that first. All right. As for how I'm doing mentally, physically, and spiritually, I hope you folks out there had a nice week, and I'm pretty sure you guys out there are probably looking for last minute Father's Day gifts. Um, and I may go over some stuff so you can buy for your dads and stuff. I may do that before I get off the air, but depending on how I feel, I might just do that. But mentally, physically, and spiritually. So mentally, lately I've been a little off because of the fact that 11 years ago I lost my dad. And for the simple fact that I've been doing a lot of reflecting and trying to figure out if I'm actually if I'm doing enough to make him proud or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And 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 I and episodes ago I remember basically talking about whether I am excuse me, whether I am enough or not. I even asked a lot of people whether I'm enough or not, as far as like in general, and as far as like, not just me having a job, but also being able to find a skill like this right now. Not only creating content, but also being energetic behind the microphone every week for you folks out there that's actually looking for new content and new episodes. That's what I do, so I'm making a career out of it. And you know and something, as I said before, podcasting really saved my life because I never wanted to actually have any crazy suicide thoughts, but you know sometimes you not only go through things, but you also have to grow through things. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like you watering your flowers. You know what I'm saying? Once you water them, it takes a couple months for it to grow, just like the beanstalk. So that's my mental health check-in. And I just wanted to get that out the way and stuff. So, you know what I'm saying? So I'm back and I'm actually gonna continue with this show right here. So, you know what I'm saying? Um, all right, so now that I got that out the way, we are gonna go into some transit news right here, man. This is what I do on this podcast right here. Not only transit news, I also talk about music news and entertainment news and real life stuff. Transit news is also part of real life. You know what I'm saying? I have to talk about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So here we go, right here. The New York Mass Transit Files, man. So let's get the sound effects queued up right about now. Okay. Um Now we have a first story that we need to get into, and I didn't get a chance to talk about this, so I'm actually gonna get into it right about now. So let's get to it. Okay. What we have here, according to masstransitmag.com. Okay, so what we have here is New Yorkers can expect more cops on the subways overnight with the relaunch of an NYPD unit to target high crime areas in the system. The department's transit chief Jason Wilcox said Monday. And New Yorkers can expect more cops on the subways overnight with the relaunch of an NYPD unit to target high crime areas in the system. The department's transit chief Jason Wilcox said Monday, called the train patrol force. Yes, the train patrol force. The group rolled out earlier this month and performs dedicated target and visible trains patrols on late evening and overnight hours. Wilcox said during a Metropolitan Transportation Authority Committee meeting. Yes, Metropolitan Transportation Authority Committee meeting. It is not a new unit. An identical group existed as part of the NYC Transit Police, but was disbanded in 1995 when the NYPD took over policing of the subway. Wilcox said Mayor Adams worked on the train patrol force when he was a transit cop. The announcement of more overnight cops comes less than a month after a what is it? A Quinnipiac University poll estimated 86% of New Yorkers wanted more cops on the subways, and a day after a 48-year-old Daniel Enriquez was fatally shot in an unprovoked attack on a Q train. Can you believe this shit? Enriquez was the fourth person murdered in the subway system this year. The NYPD reported 845 major crimes on the subways this year through May 15th, up 65% from the same period in 2021. But this year's subway crime figures are down 2% from the same period in 2019, when ridership was about 5.5 million trips per weekday, compared to the 3.6 million the MTA recorded last week. Wilcox said most of the crimes reported this year in the subways, about 54% of them, are on trains instead of stations or platforms. He said 40% of the crimes on the trains are reported during the late night hours when the train patrol force is working. NYPD data shows cops have made 3,194 arrests in the subways this year, a 67% increase from the 1,911 recorded at the same point in 2021. MTA chairman Jano Lieber on Monday lamented Enrique's murder and said crime concerns continue to discourage New Yorkers from returning to these subways. Can you blame them? Can you blame them? You know what I'm saying? Can you really blame these people and how they feel? Like seriously. Um something has to get fixed, man. You know what I'm saying? Something has to get fixed. Like for real, something's gotta give. Like, people are uncomfortable. And I said this And I said this numerous of times, people are uncomfortable taking the subways because of all these crazy, heinous crimes that's going on. Even the fucking slashings, the stabbings, all the other crazy shit. That's why I stopped taking the subway because of all this mess. And on top of that, because of those train derailments. Get it together, man. That's all I gotta say, man. New Yorkers are tough, and they've demonstrated that again and again during the slamdemic, said Lieber. They are trying to resume their normal lives, but they can't resume their normal lives if just getting around is frightening. Yeah, yeah, you can't. I don't blame these people, man, and I have to. I really have to agree. It's just sickening, man. You know what I'm saying? It's just very sickening. Um, it's very sickening, and I don't really like to. I really hate hearing about slashings and all that other craziness, though, man. That right there is just it's just too much to actually process. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so in other transit news, subway ridership has also no has almost fully rebounded to the pre-slandemic levels in some working class areas of New York City, largely outside of Manhattan, according to a new analysis by the MTA. Daily trip numbers have returned to as high as 90% compared to 2019 figures at some subway stations, while traditional central business districts in Midtown and Lower Manhattan have lagged behind at around half of pre-COVID rates or less. Um, According to MTA chairperson and CEO General Lieber. End quote. There are a lot of people riding who aren't going to sit in swivel chairs in Manhattan skyscrapers, who are riding the system because they are going to school, because they're doing essential work in the boroughs, because they're moving around and living their lives, said Lieber during the agency's monthly board meeting Wednesday, May 25th. Lieber presented two maps showing stations with lower and higher return rates of strap hangers. One graphic with green dots showed the stops where the number of commuters was above the system-wide average, ranging anywhere from 65% to 130% of 2019 numbers, with hotspots in blue collar sections of Brooklyn, Queens, the Bronx, and northern Manhattan. Meanwhile, another map with red dots details stops with ridership at 55% or lower. No, excuse me, lower compared to before the slandemic, which were focused largely in Manhattan's Midtown and downtown business districts, along with downtown Brooklyn and Long Island City, Queens. Only about 38% of Manhattan office workers have returned to a hybrid work schedule of between 1 to 4 days a week, according to a number, excuse me, according to a November survey of employers by the nonprofit Partnership of New York City, which advocates for businesses. Weekday subway ridership has more recently returned to around 60% across the system, while trips on weekends and overnight have recovered faster, according to MTA counts. Of course, by lines, the 2, 5, and 6 trains in Central and the East Bronx saw high returns, along with the A and L lines in Central Brooklyn, the N, R, F, B, and Q lines in Southern Brooklyn. Um, the J, the Z, the A and C in Ozone Park in Woodside, and the 7 train in Elmhurst and Jackson Heights. They are customers who, in many cases, have been riding with us through the slamdemic because they were essential, because their work was needed to keep New York alive through the slamdemic, who have to work in person today, people who have been loyal and who have been relying on us right through. Lieber said. There are many communities, some with long commutes far from the central business district, who have remained at 70 or 80%, sometimes even 90% of pre-COVID. The transit chief added, so our ability to keep providing full service, reliable service is a fundamental equity issue. We can't let them down. The slower recovery of the former work hubs suggests that New Yorkers are still not commuting to offices as often and between those areas for meetings and other businesses, said Lieber, along with a still lagging tourism sector. But the MTA big was optimistic given that the ridership return has outpaced the rate of people heading back to in-person work in the Big Apple. That is a hopeful sign for the recovery of our system, that we're not only dependent on the Manhattan office workers, Weaver said. Commuters outside Manhattan and those riding the subways and buses in the early morning hours more likely remain on public transit in the first year of the slamdemic as well. According to a 2021 report by then City um, Comptroller Scott Stringer, transit boosters called on the MTA and Governor Kathy Hochul, who controls the transit agency, to increase service to shore up the city's economic recovery. Almost from day one of the slamdemic, it's been clear that the neighborhoods with the most resilient ridership are the working class communities of color whose work is essential to the cities and states' basic function and economic recovery. Um, Now it's up to Governor Hochul and her MTA leaders to add service to meet riders' new and growing needs, said Danny Perlstein of the advocacy group Riders Alliance. The answer is not to prettify public transit for the folks watching at home. It's to run more buses and trains for the over 5 million people riding every single day, Perlstein added. While ridership is down in wealthy areas, hundreds of communities from across the 5 boroughs are counting on Governor Hochul to maintain and expand public transit service. Well, let's see. Well, there are some people who commented. So let's go over these comments right here. So this person who goes by the name of Bradley 520 says, I've been physically attacked on the Q train, but at least I wasn't killed yet. I'm sure my attacker didn't pay his fare. Do you think the Q train shooter paid his? I assure Daniel his victim paid $2.75. Um it's nice that people are riding the subways again. It would be even nicer if they would wear masks. Perhaps some of our 35,000 police officers can make an appearance too. Too many bums, nuts, and criminals are riding the rails these days. Yeah, I have to agree with that too, man. You know what I'm saying? I have to agree. I have to agree with that though, man. Seriously. Like something's got to give with these homeless people by the but that's sleeping inside the trains and stuff. Something's got to give, man. That's all I'm gonna say on that one right there. Um, so another transit. Let me see. Another transit issue is in regards to New Yorkers possibly switching um to mass transit under congestion pricing, like charge to drive into Manhattan. Oh gosh. See, okay, so here's what's going on here. Almost half of the New Yorkers would drive into Manhattan less, and nearly two-thirds would switch to mass transit if officials implement a new charge to get into the borough by car, according to a new poll. Some 42% of New Yorkers said they would get behind the wheel less, and 64% would switch over to the subways and buses should the government start tolling motorists, respondents said in a joint survey by um, New York One Siena College poll released Tuesday. The MTA plans to institute exactly such a toll to drive into Manhattan's business district below 61st Street through its years in the Works Central Business District tolling program, also known as congestion pricing. And one transit advocate said the poll data shows the scheme would have the desired effect of getting people out of polluting cars and into mass transit. That's the goal, said Lisa Daglian, executive director of the Permanent Citizens Advisory Council to the MTA, an in-house rider representative group. There are two goals of congestion pricing: to decrease driving and to increase funding for mass transit. And if that's the outcome of congestion pricing, and these numbers are reflective of the real outcomes, then congestion pricing will be doing its job, Daglian said. When it starts hitting people in their wallets, then we'll probably see those numbers increase, she said. The Metropolitan Transportation Authority expects to generate around $1 billion in a new annual revenue from the toll and borrow $15 billion against that income stream to fund its 5-year capital plan. The agency plans to launch the toll sometime next year, but has been going through a lengthy list of technical questions from the federal government, which has delayed progress. The majority of New Yorkers, or 52%, don't own a car like myself, and more funding for mass transit would be a boon for blue collar residents since high earners were more likely to have a vehicle than their middle and lower income counterparts. Two-thirds of people, 66%, earning above $100,000 a year, woo, said they have a car versus 52% of those making between $50,000 to $100,000, and just 26% of New Yorkers with salaries below $50,000. Um, the new data is based on a survey conducted between May 22nd to June 1st, and pollsters contacted 1,000 New York City residents. The responses revealed more information about people returning to public transit and to in person work. The majority of those polled, or 51%, said they hadn't ridden the subway at all in the past week, while 19% took the train between 1 and 3 times, and 28 took it more than 3 times. According to recent counts by the MTA, subway ridership on weekdays has remained mostly below 60% of pre-slandemic levels, with days in the middle of the work week usually seeing higher returns than on Monday and Fridays. Meanwhile, car traffic on MCA's bridges and tunnels has roared back to, and sometimes even above, 2019 levels. When asked how many days New Yorkers would like to work from home out of 5 days, almost a third, 32% said every day, while 19% said 3 days and 16% said two, according to the poll. Even though New Yorkers like to complain about the rough shape of mass transit in the Big Apple, 69% of respondents said they were either very satisfied or somewhat satisfied with the quality of public transportation. Adding metal detectors to subway entrances polled well, with 63% in support versus 34% against, and 85% wanted more NYPD cops on trains, while 14% were opposed to such a more. Okay, so let's go over these comments right here on the website, which is amnewyork.com. So this person, Lex Luthor, not to be confused with the villain, says this is about as believable as pigs flying. The subways are still empty because folks are not commuting. If you add this cost, they won't return for sure. I swear, it's like folks are trying to wreck this city. I would bike before I ride the subway regularly. This will strangle Manhattan and finish what COVID started. And another person says, who goes by the name of Bobby O, they need to charge a congestion tax on all condominiums in New York City. That's what's causing the overpopulated streets as well. Hmm. Well, yes and no, to be exact. Well, um I don't really have that much to talk about, to say on there. Not to talk about, but I don't really have much to say on this, but something's, like I said, something has to change, man. You know what I'm saying? That's all I gotta say. Anyway, our last transit news has to do with Hoku. So okay, so Governor Kathy Hochul announced the state will start soliciting designs for her $7 billion plan to beautify Penn Station Thursday. Architectural and engineering firms will have until July 28th to submit proposals to the Metropolitan Transportation Authority to give the notoriously cramped station a facelift, the governor said at the Monahan Train Hall on June 9th. The glory days are coming back, Hochul said during a press conference at the Midtown station. Yes, Midtown is in Manhattan, folks. I know what I'm talking about here. Don't try to begrudge me. The glory days, yeah, we are back. We are taking an enormous step toward righting one of the wrongs of the past 60 years, she said. She added, and this time we're going to get it right. The MTA's so-called request for proposals went live Thursday afternoon, and officials will choose a winning bid by late summer or early fall, Hochul said. Remains to be seen, man. The governor adopted plans by her predecessor, Andrew Cuomo, former governor, to revamp Penn Station and fund the project through taxes from a massive real estate redevelopment scheme made up of 10 predominantly commercial buildings surrounding the station. The largest share of the properties for redevelopment is owned or leased by developer Vornado Realty Trust, a big donor to Hochul's election campaign. The governor pared back Cuomo's development proposal by about 7%, of its size to 18.3 million square feet, while adding up to 1,800 residential apartments into the mix, 540 of which will be tied to income levels. Empire State Development, the state's development arm in charge of the real estate project, estimates that about 1,618,200 square feet will be residential, or just under 9% of the overall area. The tax receipts from the real estate deal will help pay for the hold on for the no for the new spacious single level concourse on the east side of Penn Station, which at 250,000 square feet will be larger than the Monahan train hall and the main hall of Grand Central Station, Hoku said. Um, it will have a 460-foot high atrium and a skylight that reminds you that, yes, the heavens are out there still, despite the feeling that you may be living in hell. What? Living in hell? What does that have to do with anything? Seriously. Oh man. Yeah, that is the experience we're going to create, Hoku said. Okay. The hell part was kind of funny though. The makeover includes 8 new entrances to the station, 18 new escalators, and 11 new elevators to platforms, wider sidewalks outside, and 8 acres of added public space. The project does not, however, add any new tracks or train capacity to the station, which served 600,000 riders a day pre-slandemic, making it the busiest transit hub in the Western Hemisphere. Good government groups and city officials have criticized the development portion of the proposal as a giveaway to Hoku's donors, that could put New York taxpayers on the hook for $5 billion if the offices don't fill up with people as originally planned due to shifting work habits amid the slamdemic. ESD has said the city would be made whole for existing property taxes, according to an April presentation. Despite more people working from home, Hochul said it still made sense to build the huge mixed use campus near transit. We believe this place that the place for new commercial buildings to be built, she said. According to a recent poll by New York One and Siena College, almost 1 in 3 New Yorkers, 32%, want to work from home entirely, while about 1/5, which is 19%, would like to stay remote at least 3 days a week. 3 days of the week, to be exact. But if offices don't get fully occupied, Hochul says she would work with state lawmakers to allow landlords to convert them for other uses, comparing it to a new law the governor signed Monday, enabling hotel conversions into housing. I also believe there's opportunities for conversions of commercial, and we need a little more time to rethink the post-slamdemic world, Hochul said. We're starting to see what that's looking like. That's everybody's not coming back 5 days a week. They want the flexibility, the governor added. Albany and I will work together, legislators, to also give that flexibility. If flexibility actually works for me, actually flexibility actually works for me and certain people. I mean, I like I said, man, like for me, I never wanted a city job because it was very difficult for me to get me a city job anyway, because number one, on the weekends with the subways doing crazy extensive track work and stuff like that, I didn't want to take any chances of getting stranded and being all over the place and stuff. So anyway, so ESD's board will consider and likely vote on the development project environmental impact statement at a June 30th meeting and vote on the overall proposal, officially dubbed the general project plan, at the following meeting in July, according to the agency spokesperson Matthew Gorton. Okay. Um. All right. So, yeah. And this person, who goes by the name of Chris, says, "You may be living in hell. This acting governor sucks." Oh wow. Oh shit, that's so funny right there, man. But yeah, I mean, look, if I hear any more information about this, any updates regarding June 30th and regards to what's going on in July and stuff like that, I will gladly, um, gladly update you, and maybe perhaps in the future I may consider adding an update to what's going on in transit in a previous segment that I just launched called remains to be seen. So if I hear anything, I will I will bring it to you on the New York podcast. Okay. All right, now that we got the transit news things out the way, let's get into a little thing that I like to call chatting or the jazz. Okay. Um anyway, man, I heard about this crazy story that I figured I'd just talk about this anyway. So and and I actually saw this video on in regards to this idiot, a 9-year old white boy. Um, let's break down this story, man. This is according to Complex. A video of a young white boy um cracking a whip against a black family's front door has been making the rounds on social media. What in the hell? The incident happened in Fort Lee, Texas, with the ring alarm footage showing the child repeatedly cracking a whip until Carissa Nash Pride opened the door and told the kid to get lost. She's the one who posted the original video online. Little boy, you better get your ass and off my porch before I call the police. Carissa can be heard saying in the clip, "Beating on my door like this, I will call the police. You need to leave. You don't you ever beat on my fucking door like that. Go." At that point, the boy leaves. He had also allegedly scratched up the Nash's door, Nash's vehicle. According to NBC5, the boy was looking for Carissa and Dez- Dezaria Nash's 9-year-old daughter. They were both involved in an apparent bullying incident wherein the boy reportedly thought the Nashes daughter pushed him in some water after school on May 12th. While the family did end up calling the police, they didn't file an incident report and instead paid a visit to the boys' home so they could talk to his parents themselves. However, the boy's father, Brian Brunson, didn't take kindly to their accusations, and when he opened the door, he was holding a semi-automatic pistol, with which discharged as he argued with um, um, Desiree. Oh boy. The Nashes also shared video of their conversation where Desiree tries to show Bronson the ring alarm footage. I'm coming to have a conversation with you, sir, your son. I'm going to show you the video, Desiree said, explaining that the boy allegedly used the whip on the Nash's car and left a huge scratch. However, Bronson told the Nashes to leave, which was followed by the sound of a gun that fired behind him where his daughter was standing. Both the Nashes and Kaufman County um, const- const- wait, hold on. Constable. Okay. Yes, Constable Jason Johnson believed that Bronson didn't mean to fire his weapon. No one was injured. Come on. He had a child standing behind, and when it went off, it could have seriously injured that child or taken that child's life or somebody else's, Johnson said. Bronson was arrested for deadly conduct for reckless discharge of a firearm and has since been released from custody on bail. We know the history of the whip, Desiree said, per WFAA. This is a racial issue. He comes to the door with a whip. Carissa also called the sound of the whip terrifying. Um, the Nashes said they are looking into their legal options against Bronson, though they just want to move on. Hopefully, Bronson just takes responsibility for it and this whole situation blows over without any further consequences or anyone else getting hurt, Desiree said, per CBS News. Oh, Lord. Man. Okay. So, yeah, so this was what, 4 weeks ago, and I didn't get a chance to cover this, so I'm gonna read a comment on this website right here. So this person says, how are they looking for problems when it was the little when it was the little boy that came over, beat on the door with a whip, looking to hurt their daughter, then scratches their car? Like, what the fuck? Like, why? Obviously, you are on the Cowboys side, who was so stupid the gun he was holding went off in his own house. No one talks no one talks civil, but Texas is racist, as so are you, stupid. Ah, man, listen. This is why I stay away from certain stuff, certain stories, because number one, I don't know. I don't know how to relate to this. I really don't know how to relate because number one, it's difficult for me to actually relate to this story because number one, I don't like not everybody has the same story of a racial profiling or whatever case scenario may be, but for others, um, for others, yeah, they have a testimony to talk about this stuff. So yeah. And speaking of testimony, we gotta talk about this idiot in Milwaukee. We gotta talk about another idiot in Milwaukee. Oh man, so this is what's going on here, man. So okay, let me see. So Damian Williams, the United States Attorney for the Southern District of New York, and Michael J. Driscoll, Assistant. Wait, I'm not gonna wait. Hold on. Yeah. Assistant Director in charge of the New York Field Office of the Federal Bureau of Investigation announced today the unsealing of a complaint in Manhattan federal court charging Eddie Alexander, leader of a purported cryptocurrency and forex trading program called a mini FX, with commodities fraud and wire fraud offenses. Um, as alleged, Alexander solicited more than $59 million in investments from hundreds of individual investors after making false representations in connection with the mini FX trading program. Oh gosh. Alexander was arrested this morning and will be presented later today before um, a magistrate judge, Catherine H. Parker, in the U.S. District Court for the Southern District of New York. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams said Eddie Alexander allegedly induced his clients to invest over $59 million with promises of huge passive income returns via his own proprietary trading platform called Imani FX. In reality, no such technology existed, as Alexander is alleged to have invested very little of their money, most of which he lost, and transferred most of it to his own personal accounts to pay for luxury items for himself. As in any of the financial markets, the foreign exchanges offer high return potential, but investors should beware of the downside risk of false claims and get rich quick schemes that oftentimes are too good to be true. Yes, this is what I've been talking. This is what I've been talking about. Episodes ago, as far as like annoying scammers. Okay, you got all these. You got. Hold on. Hold on. Okay, so I actually talked about something like this similarly in episode 30 in regards to annoying scammers. And it's not just the people who randomly call from random phone numbers. It's also the people who also do, you know, Ponzi schemes and all that other shit that nobody wants to talk about or whatever. But you know what? Might as well. Might as well. I might as well get into it though. You know what I'm saying? And it's a damn shame. It's a damn shame that cops are not actually arresting any scammers. It's a damn shame. It's just I just find it I just find it very baffling that these idiots are not getting arrested off of this shit though, man. And to be honest, I wouldn't even jump on that fucking um bandwagon of the whole cryptocurrency shit, man. Because I know for a simple fact that, and I am very skeptical when it comes to these get rich quick schemes and shit, man. It's not something, and for somebody to say that they make more money than them paychecks and all that other stuff, for somebody to say that indicates to me that you're really full of shit. How can you possibly make more money than your damn paycheck? That's the thing that I'm not. That's the thing I can't really understand, though, man. But I know all these idiots want to be scams. want to be into some scams and shit, trying to be rich overnight, but then again, it's gonna bite them in the ass though, man. So there you go, right there, man. I just had to express what I feel about these fucking scammers and shit, man. And it's not funny. You know what I'm saying? And like I said previously, if you're gonna get into something, and if they ask you for a fucking Western Union or any other type of shit whatsoever, no matter what it is, don't fucking do it. You don't want your hard-earned money to be wasted on a fucking scam. I'm sorry to say this, but come on. Let's do better. You know what I'm saying? Let's just do better, man. That's all I gotta say right there, man. For real, for real, for real. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, man. Anyway, man, let's continue this bullshit. FBI Assistant Director in Charge Michael J. Driscoll said, as alleged, Mr. Alexander solicited millions of dollars from unwitting investors to whom he guaranteed weekly returns of 5% through his trading platform using a new technology he refused to disclose, which means he is a manipulating fucking liar, man. Folks, be careful, man. Especially with your own hard-earned money, man. That's all I'm saying, man. Um, as with many greedy actors who have preceded him, he then used significant portions of the investor funds he solicited to buy expensive luxuries for himself. Today's action against demonstrates the FBI's commitment to pursuing fraudsters like Mr. Alexander and guaranteeing they face the consequences of their actions in the federal criminal justice system. Um, as alleged in the complaint unsealed today in Manhattan federal court from in or about September 2021 up to and including in or about May 2022, Alexander operated in mini FX Incorporated, a purported investment platform that Alexander founded and for which he solicited more than $59 million in investments from hundreds of individual investors. Alexander marketed a mini FX as an investment platform through which investors would earn passive income through automated investments in cryptocurrency and foreign exchange um trading. Ah, man. Alexander offered his investors guaranteed high investment returns using new technology that he claimed was secret. Specifically, Alexander falsely represented to investors that they would double their money within 5 months of investing by earning a 5% return on their investment using a robo advisor assisted account to conduct trading. Alexander referred to this technology as his trade secret and refused to tell investors what the technology was. Each week, in many FX's website falsely represented to investors that they had earned at least 5% on their investment, which they could withdraw or reinvest. In truth and in fact, as Alexander well knew, mini FX did not earn 5% weekly returns for its investors. Yes, he's a con artist, folks. Alexander did not even invest the vast majority of investor funds entrusted to him, and Alexander sustained over $6 million in losses on the limited portion of funds that he did invest. which he did not disclose to his investors. Oh my gosh. Yeah. He not instead of using investors' funds as he had promised, Alexander misdirected at least approximately $14,700,000 to his personal bank account and failed to invest the majority of the investors' fund. For example, Alexander used $155,000 in investor funds to purchase a BMW car for himself and spent an additional $13,000 of investor funds on car payments, including to Mercedes Benz. Alexander, age 50 of Valley Stream, New York, is charged with one count of commodities fraud, which carries a maximum sentence of 10 years in prison, which is a decade, and one count of wire fraud, which carries a maximum sentence of 20 years, which is a pre-decade. Wow. This shit reminds me of the whole Bernie Madoff shit that happened, man. And and as I said before, if you gonna get into something so-called cryptocurrency, so-called trade or whatever fucking shit it is, ask questions, okay? Ask questions, because the very last thing you do not want is your hard-earned money to be sucked out of your account based on a fucking fraud. This shit really grinds my gears, man. When I hear stories like this, though, man, it really grinds my gears, man. And I'm not even gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you. Um, I'm not even gonna hold you. So that's not really. I ain't gonna waste any time on this. But anyway, man, let me finish this. The maximum potential sentences are prescribed by Congress and are provided here for informational purposes only, as any sentencing of the defendant will be determined by a judge. Mr. Williams praised the investigative work for no of the Federal Bureau of Investigation, and also thank the Commodity Futures Trading Commission for its assistance. This case is being handled by the Office's Securities and Commodities Fraud Task Force. Assistant United States Attorney Nicholas Foley and Jared Leno are in charge of the prosecutions. Um, Yes. And as the introductory phrase si- signifies, the entirety of the text of the complaint and the description of the complaint set forth herein constitutes only allegations, and every fact described should be treated as an allegation. Yeah. Yeah, man. He should be ashamed. He should be ashamed of himself. And for the simple fact that he really, really, really tanked not only his not only his fucking career, but he tanked his whole life, man, by being a manipulating liar and a manipulating fraud, like Bernie Madoff, man. Both of these motherfuckers need to be flushed. Okay, next story. Our next story has to do yeah, our next story hold on a second. Our next story has to do with wait, just a second. I just remembered something. I just remembered something actually. Hold on a sec. Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah. Our next story has to do with the idiot manager of Arby's. Okay. How about that? How about that though, man? Whoa. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is according to Complex, right? So this was so an Arby's manager in Vancouver, Washington admitted to urinating in the milkshake mix on multiple occasions because he got sexual gratification from the act, the Colombian reports. Oh man. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What the hell? Yeah, what the hell, man? Like, okay, Steven Sharp was first contacted by the Digital Evidence Cybercrime Unit over possible possessions and distribution of child pornography. He was arrested on May 10th, and while in custody, admitted to possessing illicit materials and having a sexual interest in children. Whoa! Oops! Wrong button. Um, yes. He also admitted to urinating in Arby's milkshake mix on at least 2 occasions. Okay, what the hell? What the fuck is going on here? Uh, my question to this is what what even crossed your mind to actually do this shit? Like, come on, man. This is where people make their milkshake drinks and shit, and you want to fucking pee in a damn fucking milkshake machine. What is wrong with you? Oh man. Like, this is ridiculous, man. Oh my gosh, man. Oh my goodness, man. Oh my goodness. Okay, so from there, authorities executed a search warrant and discovered child pornography on his phone, along with a 16-second video of him committing the egregious act while working a night shift at the chain restaurant. Okay, you know what this shit reminds me of? The one particular story that I talked about in fucking either episode 18 or episode 19, in regards to fucking Kevin Lovett, who was jacking off off of a Tickle Me Elmo doll. Like, why in the hell? Like, this is crazy. Like, seriously? Seriously though? Like, seriously though, I don't understand this shit though, man. I'm sorry I had to laugh at this story, but this is crazy. Oh man. Oh my goodness. Oh my fucking gosh, man. Another manager at the same Arby's informed detectives that they served around 30 to 40 milkshakes and one ice cream float on the day the video was recorded. Sharp claimed he was almost sure he had thrown the mixture away and that it wasn't served to the customers. He also allegedly downloaded child pornography while working on a shift at the restaurant on more than one occasion. Police said, "Oh my fucking gosh, man! Oh my fucking gosh!" Investigators have now begun conducting a search for any customer who have may have consumed a urine a urine saturated milkshake on October 30th and October 31st, Halloween out of all days. I can't believe this shit. Oh man. They are asking any individuals with a valid receipt to contact Vancouver police. The digital evidence cybercrime unit has not located evidence that Arby's or its franchisee was aware of the abhorrent actions of Stephen Sharp. Vancouver Police Sergeant Julie Balo clarified in an email to the Columbian. Sharp was charged with 4 counts of possession of depictions of minors engaged in sexually explicit conduct and 4 counts of dealing depictions of minors engaged in sexually explicit conduct assault. Two. He is currently being held at Clark County Jail and is scheduled to be arraigned on May 25th, which already passed already. He additionally appeared in Clark County Superior Court on Friday to face a new charge of second-degree assault with sexual motivation and had his bail raised from $5,000 to $40,000. Oh my fucking gosh, man. You not only tanked your life, but you but you decide to record some child pornography on your phone, on some paraphernalia type shit. And you wonder why you're going down the fucking drain, man, right now, man. And I you know what? I got some sound effects that's going to actually speak for itself, man. That's exactly how I fucking feel about this stupid story, man. Like, seriously, man. Child paraphernalia, like, seriously, on some shit. No, absolutely not, man. Absolutely not, man. I don't know. I'm ready to flush this story, man. I'm ready to flush this right now, man. All right. All right. So we got all right, so we can just get into some music news and stuff, man. So all right, so let's get into some music news and shit. So here we go. Um okay. So Eminem. Okay, so Eminem's classic album, The Eminem Show, is closing in on its 20th anniversary. The album, which features Without Me, Superman, Cleaning Out My Closet, and more, will receive an expanded issue released this Thursday, which was recently. Um, well, if you want shady, this is what I'll give you. The hashtag The Eminem Show 20th anniversary expanded edition drops Thursday. It already dropped, so it dropped Thursday, May 26th, and wrote online. Um, the Eminem Show first hit fans on May 26, 2022, and was his second number one album. The album is now 12 times platinum and has sold 27 million units worldwide. According to Billboard, only Adele's 21 has more units sold at 31 million copies. Um, okay. Yeah. All right, so let's get into some T Pain. All right. Okay, so this is what happened with T Pain. Okay, so T Pain, aka the overdoing auto tune guy, held his first with Wisconsin Fest in Milwaukee, Wisconsin over the weekend. The festival is a nod to one of his more creative and memorable lines where he rhymed Aspen and mansion with the state of Wisconsin instead of saying Wisconsin. 15 years after the hit song, the line remains memorable to this day. Uh, the state of Wisconsin officially recognized the artist while on stage at the festival. During his set, State Representative Kalam Haywood surprised the rapper Turnt Sanga on stage with a proclamation regarding June 11th as T-Pain Day in the state of Wisconsin. T-Pain even got a plaque teared up and fell to his knees while receiving it. The official Wisconsin Fest Instagram page shared a post um, of the special event with a caption that read, um, "The mayor of Milwaukee, Cavalier for Milwaukee, has proclaimed June 11th as T-Pain Day to be celebrated annually throughout the state." Read the caption. State Rep. Kalon Haywood, WI, surprised T Pain on stage at hashtag Wisconsin Fest to present him with a proclamation from the state office. The proclamation recognized Wisconsin Fest as an annual event acknowledged by the state of Wisconsin. Thank you, city of Milwaukee, and the entire state of Wisconsin for this incredible honor. Aside from T Pain receiving his day during the festival, concert goers enjoyed performances from Lil Jon Blue, Erica Banks, Kid Ink, Hannibal Buress, and others. Hmm. Okay. All right. I like to make some noise for this shit right here, man. And a little bit of congratulations. Okay. Doja Cat. All right. Um, Doja Cat spilled some tea about the direction of a next album on Tuesday, May 24th, in a cover story for Ellie. In the profile, the star reveals her follow up to 2021's Planet Her will be focused on returning to her rap roots. I haven't started just because of all the, the rehearsal and touring. I've got a lot going on, but it's coming up. She told the magazine in the interview that happened before she announced she'd have to sit out her summer festival tour dates and opening for the weekend due to tonsil surgery. Damn, tonsil surgery. Yeah, to- any surgery in regards to tonsils or anything like that has to be really scary. So she says, um, end quote, I have been getting songs and things sent to me. Oh fuck. I wish I could tell people. There's some really cool stuff that I got sent from friends. They are all working on beats, and I'm giving them notes, and they know what I want, so I'm excited. For those who may be more familiar with her pop music, Doja says real fans know what's what. I've rapped since the beginning, and I really couldn't even sing that well to begin with. I got a lot better, she told the magazine. I use my voice as a tool to create these worlds. And it's fun if people think that I can't rap. Um yeah, let's see. Of course, hold on a second. Yes, of course, while it just hit newsstands, Doja's interview took place weeks before she announced she was quitting music altogether in her tweets earlier this spring. Since then, she's taken home her first Grammy Award, announced the return of Taco Bell's Mexican pizza during her mind bending Coachella set, and topped the Billboard Artist 100 for the very first time. Later in the piece, the rapper also referenced taking a break from music, but for entirely different reasons. I love to act. I love to be in movies. That's a massive one for me, she said, while also expressing the desire to dabble in the worlds of fashion and beauty if the right opportunity presented itself. It's also comedy, which seems like an obvious fit given Doja's goofy personality and sense of humor. My one hidden passion is stand up, the singer admitted. I get nervous just like anyone else, but it feels like it could be a natural, fun thing to do. Hmm, that's pretty good, man. That's pretty good. So, you know, yeah. Yeah. So, if I hear any new details about anything going on with Doja Cat as far as her new music project that's gonna be straight rap and any other ventures that she got going on, I will bring it here. Um we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens though, you know what I mean? All right, so our next story. Now, I didn't know about the versus battle. I haven't really been paying attention to the versus battle lately because I've been so busy trying to, and it's not just work, but I've been busy trying to actually, add topics for future upcoming episodes of this New York podcast right here, trying to set them up. So, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, so we're gonna start with the most recent one has to do with Cypress Hills and Onyx. Ah man, I can't believe I missed that shit, man. I can't believe I missed that shit. So I can't believe I missed that shit though, man. I can't believe I missed that shit. To be honest with you, that right there, I'm not even gonna. So okay. Okay, so Versus brought their special fight night music on Saturday, May 14th, with the sound clash between legendary rap groups Cypress Hill and Onyx. Live from the Kia Forum in Los Angeles, the LA-based Latino gangster rappers and the bald-headed hardcore duo from Queens went round for round with a performance of their extensive catalog. Cypress Hill ran through their classics. When the shit goes down, hand on the pump. How could I just kill a man? One of my favorite songs. Um, insane in the insane in the brain, um, and more. While Onyx countered with their noteworthy hits, including "Throw Your Guns," "Last Days," "Shut 'Em Down," and "Slam," among others. Of course, "Shifty" is one of my favorite songs too. Prior to their battle, Onyx released their 10-track project, Onyx versus Everybody, on Friday. I didn't even know about this though. While Cypress Hill is coming off the heels of their Back in Black album released back in March, of course. Cypress Hill versus Onyx follows versus Gospel edition between BB and CC Winans and Mary Mary on Easter, blah, blah. And first hip hop battle since last year's KRS One versus Big Daddy Kane. Another versus battle that I didn't know about was the the UGK versus 8-Ball and MJG. Okay. Unity in the name of hip hop was the arching theme of the versus battle between legendary rap duos UGK and 8-Ball and MJG on Thursday evening, May 26th, with each side embracing the other in an um unabashed show of Southern pride. Taking place in Atlanta neutral ground, considering UGK hails from Port Arthur, Texas, and 8-Ball and MJG proudly rep Memphis, Tennessee. The festivities were hosted by Southern luminary and veteran DJ and radio personality Greg Street. The event drew a ruckus crowd of diehard fans who were ready and willing to rap along with each lyric spat. And following a coin toss, which UGK won after Bun B chose heads in honor of the late partner in rhyme Pimp C, Bun insisted that 8-Ball and MJG go first, but not without both groups exchanging gifts in a display of mutual respect and to commemorate the occasion. Wasting no time to oblige Bun's gesture, 8-Ball and MJG launched into the fan favorite Nine Little Millimeter Boys, which garnered a favorable response from the audience. Not one to be outdone, Bun B delved deep into the UK discography, dusting off the Underground Kings classic Tell Me Something Good. Wait a minute. I know that song, Tell Me Something Good. I hear that in commercials such as the Burger King commercial. I'm pretty sure everybody heard about this too, man. You know what I'm saying? So there you go, right there. Hello to everybody in the Instagram live feed right here. Let me just take a pause right here to acknowledge some people. Of course, my man Sergio, man. Hold on, man. What's good with you, man? And we have first Hear Me Out, Party Naked Podcast. Thank you for joining. Thank you for watching. Um, there you go, right there. Yeah, so yeah, tell me something good. Yeah, this song. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are familiar with that song too, man, from the Burger King commercial and along with other stuff. So, okay, so yes, so tell me something good and indicated that this is particular verses would be friendly yet competitive. Thought to be the underdogs in this matchup by a segment of fans, 8-Ball and MJG quickly dispelled any notions of a route taking place as the Orange Mound Bread duo pulled out of all the stops, bringing out guest Yandro for Tell the DJ Bring It Back and Tella and Jazzy Faye on Show Enough. One particular surprise performer that even impressed Bun B was Chi-Town's fast talker Twister. Bun gave flowers to and acknowledged the rap legend's delivery of his verse of MJG's middle of the night remix. In the middle of the night. Oh, which The UGK member revealed he remembers witnessing Twister lay down in the studio way back when. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Despite flying solo for the majority of the night, Bun B proved to be a one-man army commanding the crowd with a mix of solo cuts and he and Pimp C's greatest hits. But okay, so running through his 2005 single "Draped Up," "Take It Off" from UGK's Dirty Money album, and the Underground Kings cut "The Game Belongs to Me." Bun B flaunted the stage presence and showmanship that's kept him in demand as a live performer for more than 3 decades of his career. Okay, let me tell you something about verses, man. When I first heard about this, when it came out, actually, I didn't really look at it. I didn't really look at it as a Hold on, let me just put myself on the screen real quick. When I first heard about the verses show right there, whatever, right? I did not consider it to be like a competition of of who wins and who loses. That's it's more like a celebration of musicians and hip hop, R&B, and all that other stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even really. I don't know, man. Like, and I couldn't even keep score of. I couldn't even keep score, but it's mostly about like who. It's mostly about mostly music artists playing 20 hit songs. You know what I'm saying? It's mostly 20 hit songs and stuff. That's pretty much what this is, though. It's not a matter. It's not really so much a matter of win or lose and shit, man. I don't really look at it like that, though, man. I look at it as a celebration between two people, kind of like what happened with the most memorable one was Fat Joe and Ja Rule, and along with Redman, Method Man, the most favorite ones the most favorite one that I actually watched too, man. So you know what I mean. So that's just my take on the whole versus thing. It's not really a competition of who wins and loses. It's more like a celebration between um the two individuals and all that stuff. Kind of like what happened with 3 6 Mafia and Bone Thugs and Harmony. You know what I'm saying? That's just my take on it though, man. So let's keep going with this. Um, okay. Yeah. So by the latter half of the matchup, and after raising the audience to a crescendo with murder from Riding Dirty, the Texan is hit on all cylinders, but brought things to a calm with a performance of One Day, which he dedicated to Pip C, the trillest nigga ever born. Bun also took a moment to send his condolences to the victims of the school shooting in Uvalde, Texas. He called out elected officials for their failure to curb the rising gun violence in America, while urging everyone in attendance and watching at home to vote. And I'm not really a primary elections person though, man. I'm really not though, man. You know what I mean? And and both teams between Democratic and Republicans are very complicated. They're very complicated, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, enough about this though, man. Aside from 8 Ball calling out the rapper and $1 million worth of gang co-host Gilly the King for his recollection of a story where the rapper was chased away chased away by Rap A Lot Records founder Jay Prince, there was nothing but love in the air throughout the night. One unexpected moment occurred what initially appeared to be a stage crasher turned out to be Pimp C's daughter, Christian. She took the mic and said a few words, showing her appreciation to the public for helping keep her father's legacy alive. I just want to thank everybody for coming out, keeping his legacy alive, she said. It wouldn't be nothing without y'all, and I know wouldn't be nothing without him. I appreciate y'all so much. Long live the pimp. Before bringing down the house with an epic performance of what is it? Internet. I think INT apostrophe L. I think it's International Players Anthem. I choose you. Um, which included a cameo from his lone guest of the night, Big Boy Bun B, summed up the vibes of the night as succinctly as anyone could. We are the South. We are united. Bun told the crowd and those watching remotely, you cannot fuck with us, but you can fuck with us. I came to rep this shit like my my brother would. Fuck what them other niggas talking about. Get some South in your mouth. Wow. Oh wow. That shit is so funny, man. That shit is funny right there. Um okay, so Isaiah Rashad, right? All right. I'm not gonna talk about the sexually fluid shit. I'm not doing that story, man. I don't know what that shit is, man. So I'm not even gonna go there. Yo. All right. Afropunk has announced the lineup for its Brooklyn Festival set to take place September 10th to the 11th at Commodore Barry Park. The Roots and Burna Boy will headline across the two days of the event. Isaiah Rashad included, Lucky Day, Freddie Gibbs, Earl Sweatshirt, Tierra Whack, Barty Strange, um, um, a day. Hold on. Let me try to pronounce this. Adekunole, whatever his name is. Anyway, man, Gold, Mick Jenkins, Pink Saifu, and other artists are also slated to perform. Check out the full lineup below. Let me just say this. I want to address something, man. Like, seriously, man, this has really been bugging me right now, man. Listen to me, man. You listen to me. Listen to me, man. There is no such thing as a person who has perfect content and not mess up during a recording, whether it's a mispronunciation of a person's name or a certain word or whatever. Like, seriously, there's no such thing as a person who has perfect content and perfect recordings. There's no such thing. And I'm only saying this because it's really annoying to me, because for the simple fact that I didn't really let that really bother me too much as far as mispronouncing certain things, but I'm only fucking human, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm only human. Like seriously, like you mean to tell me that you never messed up during a recording by mispronouncing things or whatever? Fool, you're not fucking perfect, man. How you gonna tell somebody? How you gonna tell somebody that oh because oh I mispronounce certain words or whatever, but then you get to begrudge me or whatever. Well, you know what? You know what? I ain't got time for these hyper. Like I said, I don't got time for these hyper sensitive motherfuckers. I don't got time for this shit, man. I got too much shit going on right now. I just wanted to address this shit because it's been bothering me. So, you know what I'm saying? So, and if you, I'll address that. I'll address the whole, the whole podcasting thing in this segment, podcast free game mechanisms in a couple minutes. So yeah. Anyway, let's continue. It's been 3 years since Afropunk last took place in Brooklyn following a virtual edition of the festival during the slamdemic and a location change to Atlanta in 2021. A statement from festival organizers promises a set that draws from their decade-spanning catalog to celebrate the Roots' 30th anniversary as a band. It will also be a historic night for Burna Boy too, as it's his first ever headlining festival performance at a U.S. music festival. Sorry. Um. Yes. So anyway, and let me see. Revisit Pitchfork's festival report. But I'm not even gonna read that. So you can actually, yes, you can buy your tickets at Ticketmasters for the Afropunk Festival, which is going to take place actually, which is in Brooklyn. Okay, Brooklyn, baby. So September 10th to the no, hold on. Yeah, September 10th to the 11th. Yes, yes. There you go. There you go, right there. Hold on. Let me just zoom in here, man. So I can give y'all an idea though. So of course, Commodore Barry Park, Brooklyn, New York, Burna Boy, Isaiah Rashad, Freddie Gibbs, um, and I already mentioned the names already. So this is gonna be like, yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got the location right. So you know what I'm saying. So you can get your tickets for Afro Punk Festival at Ticketmaster.com. All right. So okay, what else can we talk about here? Um, okay, best music, food, and film festivals in the summer in the city 2022. All right, all right. Um, all right. I didn't even. Okay, so all right, I tried to get to this story, but anyway, when the asphalt starts to sizzle, some New Yorkers flee, others um festive festivizzle. After 2 years of COVID and a long winter, New Yorkers are ready to shake off their layers and base in the sun. And outdoor festivals are once again blooming in the five boroughs. The Post has called the best of these fests in theater, music, film, food, and more. From um the always enchanting Shakespeare in the park to hard seltzers spirits to music fetus with hot lineups featuring Kid Cudi, Herbie Hancock, Blondie. Who the fuck is Blondie? Who the fuck is that? Oh man. This summer has plenty on top. So make like the Beastie Boys and check it out. Okay, so the Governor's Ball Festival, of course, after COVID pushed this mega event to September last year. Governor's Ball returns to his regular spot on the June calendar. Once again, it will be held at the home of the New York Mets City Field. Kid Cudi headlines day one. The Migos, Black Pumas. Ooh, Black Pumas. Not the sneakers, And first class rapper Jack Harlow, who is also in the reboot of White Man Can't Jump, also rocking the crowd. And of course, the latest album that he already came out. If you haven't listened to Jack Harlow's latest album that already came out, you can check it out on all music streaming platforms, Spotify, and wherever you get your music. So there you go, right there. Day two features Halsey, rapper Rowdy Rich, and electronic artist Flume. Then J. Cole performs day three along with R&B diva Jasmine Sullivan, Heat Waves band Glass Animals. Glass Animals. Oh shit. Grammy winning DJ producer K Tranada. Governor Ball after dark takes the party inside the with the concerts at clubs and across the city, including Irving Plaza, Barry Baldwin. Yeah, and of course it already happened already. Including Irving Plaza, Barry Baldwin, and Brooklyn elsewhere. So it already happened. It's already happened. And the hold on a second, we have Forest Hill Stadium. A long time ago, before the Williams sisters were even born, Forest Hill Stadium hosted the U.S. Open tennis tournament. Now it's a pastoral setting and country club vibe make it a magical music getaway. This season's lineup offers an eclectic assortment of acts for music fans of all tastes. The series kicks off with Grammy-winning indie folky Bon Iver on June the 3rd, and then Led Zeppelin, God Robert Plant, and bluegrass queen Alison Krauss make a rootsy twosome on June 4th. Already happened. Aussie electronic trio Rufus Du Sol will be bringing the beats on June 10th. That already happened. And 11th. And indie rocker Phoebe Bridgers will crank up the crowd on June 16th. Already passed. Um, Later in the summer, Nora Jones would torch the stage on August 4th, and Queen's own LL Cool J, who also has a statue, which I will talk about in the future episode of this podcast, will headline his Rock the Bells Hip Hop Festival on August 6th. Various dates: Forest Hill Stadium, one tennis place. Of course, you can check out the website foresthillstadium.com. The Rooftop at Pier 17 concert series. In just its fourth season, this South Street Seaport venue has become a summer music haven, with the Brooklyn Bridge providing a scenic backdrop for an array of artists to make some serious sound waves. Among the acts docking at Pier 17 this year are singer-songwriter Vance Joy on June 4th, reggae band uh, uh, Revolution on June 15th, and rapper Pusha T, who recently debuted at number one on the Billboard 200 with his new album "It's Almost Dry" with on June 16th. July highlights includes the Australian pop rock group 5 Seconds of Summer on July 12th and 13th, and a night of new wave nostalgia with a psychedelic furs on July 15th. Then August heats up with buzzy indie artist Girl in Red on August the 2nd. Elvis, not to be confused with the singer and the movie biopic, Elvis Costello and the Imposters on August 11th, and downtown New York legends Blondie. Who the hell is Blondie? Wait a minute. 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 I don't know how many of y'all actually listen to Blondie. Matter of fact, let me rephrase this. How many of y'all ever heard of Blondie? I'll fucking wait. Yeah, Blondie on August 17th and 18th. Yeah. So various dates. Pier 17, 89 South Street. You can check out the website, pier17newyork.com. That's pier17ny.com. All right. Electric Zoo. New York's biggest electronic music festival turns up the technology with a Web 3 point theme this year. In another tech twist, the festival will accept crypto payments. Wait. Crypto payments, really? Have we not learned a lesson about the scammer who did this? Have we not learned a lesson about any of this shit? Crypto payments? Like, come on, man. Seriously? Anyway, but one thing remains the same: the DJs who will be sending the masses spinning on Randall's Island Park over Labor Day weekend. Dutch DJ Martin Garrix, who was the most requested spinner in fan surveys, will lead a loaded lineup that also includes Diplo, DJ Snake, hold up, Armin van Buren, Afrojack, and British house music master Carl Cox. In addition to those big names in the game, Electric Zoo 3.0 will also turn the spotlight, literally expecting a dizzying display of lights on rising DJs such as Kyle Walker, Wax Motive, Side Piece, and Queen's native Sid. September the 2nd to the 4th, Randall's Island Park 20 Randall's Island Park, and you can check out the you can check out the website electriczoo.com. Summer stage. Of course, obviously, while summer is around the corner on Tuesday, while Central Park will always be the heart of summer stage. This year's festivities will have you venue hopping all over the city to soak up the sounds of the season. Legendary jazzman Herbie Hancock will officially open the proceedings with a free Central Park concert on June 11th, held in association with the Blue Note Jazz Festival. Central Park will also host benefit shows featuring indie rock band Modest Mouse, George Clinton, and Parliament Funkadelic, and singer songwriter Andy Grammer August 4th. For bird lovers, and the Charlie Parker Jazz Festival will be bopping everywhere from Harlem's Marcus Garvey Park to the East Village Tompkins Square Park August the 26th to the 28th, and R&B icon Stephanie Mills will headline a free show at the Coney Island Afri Theater on June 25th. Dance tropes, including Dallas Black Dance Theater at Brooklyn's Herbert Von King Park on July 22nd, with twirl across the city as part of the fest. Various dates and locations. Of course, you can check out the Central Park website, centralpark.com. Um, okay. Yeah, I don't know if I want to. Well, let's see. There's so many things, man. There's so much shit going on. Anyway, there's like so many shits going on. Actually, uh, there's so much shit going on. Okay, so Shakespeare in the Park. Wait, how much time we got here? All right. All right, we'll do a couple. We'll do a couple of this though, man. So Shakespeare in the Park. Last year, professional theater returned to the city after a long COVID-related shutdown with Shakespeare in the Park. This summer, the 60-year-old Central Park institution is back in its full glory with two productions, Richard III, running from July 17th. No, excuse me, June 17th to July 17th, starring Daniel um uh, Gurira of Marvel's Black Panther as the title king, and a new musical version of the comedy As You Like It. August the August 10th through September 11th, from the talented composer Shayna Taub, whose stuff is currently on at the Public Theater downtown. Tickets for Al Fresco Shakespeare are free, and there are plenty of ways to get your hands on them. Of course, a daily distribution in person, a standby line, and a digital lottery. Unlike Broadway, you will have to present proof of vaccination to enter, but face masks are not required. Various dates: Delacorte Theater, 81 Central Park West, and you can check out the Public Theater website at publictheater.org. All right, Rooftop Films. These outdoor screenings combine indie films with parties, sometimes even after parties. The events are held at unique venues scattered throughout the city. Not all of them rooftops. Past locations include the Greenwich Cemetery, the cemetery, and and the top of the old American can factory and guanas, and often kick off the drink kick kick off with drinks, to be exact, and live music. Some titles this year include Fire of Love, already happened already, June 15th already. A documentary about a volcano scientist couple on memory Memoria. A Tilda Swinton led flick from Palme d'Or, winning director. She's winning director, and I Love My Dad. July 3rd, starring Patton Oswalt. Um, Various dates and locations. Of course, tickets are $16. And you can go to the website rooftopfilms.com for tickets and information. Okay, Smorgasburg and Bronx Night Market. Discover exciting local food vendors at this open air food festival, which is held weekly in Williamsburg, Prospect Park, Lower Manhattan, and Jersey City, and made the spaghetti donut and the ramen burger famous. Belly up to bites from vendors like Big Moss, known for its giant fried mozzarella sticks in Prospect Park. Carlito's barbecue um take take Taqueria. Of course, obviously at the World Trade Center, Jersey City, and Prospect Park. Lobster rolls from Red Hook Lobster Pound at the World Trade Center, Jersey City, and Prospect Park. And Rosie's Empanadas, Jersey City, and Prospect Park. Meanwhile, at the Bronx Night Market at Fordham Plaza, now in its fifth year, A rotating lineup of more than 50 vendors showcase cuisines from more than 20 countries. Don't miss Filipino style barbecue from barbecue on a stick. Cajun seafood like fried shrimp and lobster from Rockin' Cajun Seafood Grill, known for its seafood boils, lobster fries, and po' boys, and Jamaican specialties like jerk chicken from Stacy Jamaican food, and various dates and locations. You can check out their website, smorgasburg.com. Of course, yeah, yes, smorgasburg.com. There you go, right there. Um, Seltzerland, not to be confused with Switzerland, folks. I know what you're thinking. Get your get your Get your spritz on at the nationally touring Hard Seltzer Festival at Lower Manhattan's Pier 36, where imbibbers can sample more than 100 fizzy flavors. Expect crowd pleasers like White Claw and Mike's Hard Lemonade seltzer, as well as more novelty brands like Vizzy Buzzballs. Oh, and and Topo Chico Hard Seltzer on tap. Attendees can also indulge in munchies from rotating vendors soon to be announced, and plenty of Instagram worthy photo moments. And of course, it's August 6th. Ticket starts at $35. Um, yeah, $35 actually. And of course, it's located at Pier 36, 299 South Street. And you can go to the website seltzerland.com. Lincoln Center Summer in the City. With more than 300 events from May 14th to August 14th, the Lincoln Center for the Performing Arts is looking to put the spring in the New Yorkers' steps. One of the most basic jobs of the arts is to help heal. Chief Artistic Officer Shanta Thake said in the press release, this summer we will do exactly that, with moments to rejoice, reclaim, and remember within a city transformed. The Oasis dance floor installation will allow reveler, excuse me, the revelers to move their feet to salsa, swing, bachata, merengue, and more. The BAAD Bronx Academy of Dance will present the mini Kiki Ball for Pride Month, and later in August there will be the BAAND Together Dance Festival. And July 10th, couples whose weddings were canceled or diminished due to the slandemic are invited to redo the ritual alongside hundreds of other New Yorkers with live musical performances, uh, a second dance, desserts, and a reception on the dance floor, according to the release. Various dates and locations. Of course, obviously, Lincoln Center is in Manhattan. You can go to the website, which is summerforthecity.org. That's summerforthecity.org for more information of dates and locations. So there you go, right there. All right. So what else? What else? What else? What else? Oh yeah. I said I was gonna go over some last minute Father's Day stuff, right? Yeah. All right. So okay, obviously this weekend is Father's Day, right? So anybody in the New York area or any other state whatsoever, if you're looking for any last minute gifts, I got you with the list. So there you go. So hold on a second. And I have an article about this from the New York Post. So here we go. Don't delay Daddy-O. Since Father's Day doesn't land on the same date each year, it may be easy to forget about or push off shopping until the last minute. Perhaps work has been busy or time has performed by. Maybe you are prone to procrastination. Whatever the reason for your late shopping expedition, we've got you covered. Um, we would never want to forget about dear old dad or grandpa, uncle, godfather, or any father figure in your life. To honor them all, we have compiled a list of the best gifts that also happen to have the shortest shipping times or none at all. Should you be reading this the night before June 19th and need a virtual gift ASAP? Some gifts can be shipped with Amazon Prime 1 or 2 day delivery, and others come from retailers with a buy online, pick up in store policy that you can grab on your way to Father's Day brunch if you are in a crunch for time. Here we go. Here we go. Of course, starting with number one, Butcher Box Father's Day box for $129. You gotta be kidding me. If he loves to grill, here is a great gifting idea. Butcher Box has curated a special Father's Day box just for the occasion with New York strip steaks, burgers, ribs, sausage, and bacon inside. The box comes with free shipping and can get to your door ASAP with shipping options at checkout, or buy it now and send him the email confirmation that his box is on the way. Number two, Harry and David Father's Day gift baskets. Even if dad's name isn't Harry or David, he is sure to love a gift basket from them. Check out their dedicated page for Father's Day with best selling options that include meat, cheese, fruit, and even ice cream. Order with express shipping by June 16th, and oh yeah, guaranteed by June 19th. JetBlue vacations. Number three, if he wants to go even further, book a family or a couple's vacation with JetBlue Vacations. This is a great last minute gift, as you can print off the itinerary and travel whenever works for you, booking the best Father's Day surprise he will get this year. Since this is a virtual gift, this is no deadline to shop unless you want in on the $300 flash sale going on now through June 16th already. Already passed for travel through September 30th of this year. So number four, Bean Box last minute gifts. Don't sleep on Father's Day. Keep him awake with a super cool coffee subscription from Beanbox. The best part in that they have a section just for last minute gifting with off options available to ship within 1 to 3 day of ordering with their Father's Day ex, ex, expedited shipping. Okay. Masterclass subscription number five. Masterclass subscription starting at $15 um per month. You can totally teach an older dog new tricks. Give the gift of continuous learning with a masterclass. Once set up, he can take any sort of classes from bartending to singing to writing and everything in between. Since this is a virtual gift, you can set it up and send it to him right away, even on the actual holiday. Dango, number six, Dango A10 Adapt Wallet, $79, huh? This Father's Day idea is worth $1 million, but won't cost you nearly that. Give him a new wallet from Dango Products that will last for years to come, as it is made of aluminum and RFID blocking material. If you rather shop around for more wallets, watches, and accessories, take a look here. And then use the code FD20 for 20% off site wide. For last minute shopping, be sure to use code SHIP2 for free 2-day shipping from June 15th to the 19th. Number 7, keeps subscription starting at $10 per month. Oh boy. Hold on one second. All right. If the man in your life is trying to hold on to his hair, keeps may be the best blessing he could get from you. The hair loss prevention service runs on a subscription model, sending him FDA approved and doctor recommended products tailored to his needs, arriving every 3 months. Since it is a subscription, the gifting is instant, and the meds are um delivered right to your door or picked up at the local pharmacy. Um, Number 8, Scentbird cologne subscription, $15.95. Crazy, right? Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it's crazy. So this gift smells like a winner. Give dad a subscription to Scentbird, um, where he can get a new luxury cologne each month delivered right to his door. It carries both cologne and perfume, spanning designers from Prada to Bulgari and everything in between. This is a subscription gift, meaning you can set it up as late as Father's Day and spend the day with dad picking his favorite scents. Okay, Lululemon Father's Day gifts is number 5. No, excuse me, it's number 9. Number 9. I'm sorry. Um, yeah, it's number 9. Number 9. And yes. Um, yes. So don't have time to rummage through the racks of Lululemon, but want a great shirt, pants, or slides for dad. Head to Lululemon's site and shop there, and then choose the option to buy online, pickup in stores. In store, um, okay, it's BOPIS. I'm not sure what that is. To make for a speedy gift, no delivery required. Number 10, um, Apple AirPods, $150. Original price is $180. Um, you can find it at Walmart. You can find it at Walmart, actually. Listen up. If dad doesn't have AirPods yet, you should fix that. Especially since Walmart has these third generation AirPods in stock on sale. The best part is that they ship super fast and can be finances at only $14 per month. You can also opt to buy online and pick up in the store near you, especially if you are running late to your Father's Day celebration. All right, I'm gonna run through these as fast as I can. Um, Number 11, Goldberry. Prices vary. Uh, yeah, Goldberry. Okay, so the way to his heart is through his stomach by way of Goldberry food. Order this favorite with gold belly, excuse me, and their curated Father's Day shop with options from burgers to nachos and cake to boozy ice cream. Gifts can ship as soon as the next day, perfect for last minute gifting. Urban stems, the fiddle plant, $65. Um, yeah, yeah. I'm gonna just run through the names. I'm not gonna really get to the descriptions. I just want to get to finish this. So yeah, number 12, Urban Stems, the fiddle plant, cost $65. $65. Number 13, Jonathan Adler whiskey, decanter, $198. Now, if you're interested in looking at the description, you can look at newyorkpost.com/article best last minute Father's Day gift ideas 2022. Um, Number 14, beer drinkers Father's Day gift set, $99. Fuego box small batch quarterly hot sauce subscription, $120. Number 15. Number 16, our place gift card prices vary. Number 17, Theragun Mini, $199. Number 18, LL Bean Acadia Camp Chair, $50. Number 19, Reserve Bar gift card prices vary. Number 20, book an experience with Viator. Prices vary. Number 21, Amber temperature control smart mug, $430. Yeah. Yeah. Number 22, baked by Melissa cupcakes. Ooh, delicious. Number 23, word teasers, dad jokes, $15. Number 24, Makita lithium ion cordless 3/8 inch driver drill kit, $99. Original price is $199. Number 25, Amazon Luna Prime Gaming channel subscription prices vary. You can check that out as well. And of course, yeah, you can check that out as well. Um, so yeah, you can check that out as well. But let me just read this though. If dad is a gamer, check out this cloud gaming service from Amazon. The service is actually free with Amazon Prime, but add some on you can add on some of his favorite with subscriptions to different gaming channels, including from Jackbox Games, $4.99 per month, and Ubisoft, $17.99 per month. Number 26, Bark Box subscription. Of course, you can check that out. Number 27, Surla Table Cooking Classes. Of course, prices varies. Number 28, HelloFresh Father's Day Feast. Yeah. Number 29, The Essential New York Times Cookbook, The Recipes of Record, $28. On Amazon, where you can find it. Um, Lago gift card, prices vary. Buy now. Uh, Number 31, 3-in-1 wireless charging station for multiple devices. Um, Key wireless certified, $36 on Amazon. Number 32, Drizzly, prices vary. Drizzly. And number 33, Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus stream bundle, $14 per month. Father's Day cards, prices vary. You can check it out at Target. Number 35, Wolverine footwear gift card prices vary. You could check out Wolverine. Number 36, Watch Gang gift card prices vary. You can check that out on Watch Gang. And last but not least, Father's Day Amazon gift card prices vary. You can also check that out on Amazon as well. Okay. I think that's gonna do it for episode 156. You like what you heard in today's episode. Um, please feel free to show some love by making a charitable donation. If you want. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter what the amount is, the whatever you are comfortable with, will be appreciated. I know times is hard because of all the inflation shit that's going on whatsoever. And I'm going to actually do a future episode in regards to the whole inflation and what's inflation and what's causing it and what's causing everything to rise, including food and all that other stuff. So I really want to break this down so you folks out there can get a better understanding of what's going on right now, though. You know what I'm saying? So there you go, right there. I said I was going to do podcast free game mechanisms, the segment, but because it's past midnight already, I'm going to do that next time. You know what I'm saying? So, without further ado, I know my video music box is on right now, so I have to really speed this shit up. So let me just take care of this shit right now, man. All right, let's take care of this shit. So we're gonna go to a little thing that I like to call. Wait, hold on a minute here. Yeah, right here, right now. Stream choices on the go. Here we go, man. Let's cue the sound effects right here, man. Make sure you follow Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast on Facebook and Instagram, alongside with my other podcast shows, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast Sports Edition show, and of course Meticulous Vibe Juice podcast review show. So, and alongside with myself is G Money Stacks, Queens, New York. No, hold on. It's G Money Stacks 555 in Queens, New York. There you go, right there. Now you can now make sure you turn on your notifications so you don't miss a beat. So you don't miss a beat and stuff. So I will actually be able to, I will be able to actually you know what? So I can actually read your comments and be able to you know, determine what I'm going to actually do as far as ideas in the future for the show. So I don't know. Anyway, you can DM me some ideas for topics to talk about. Of course, you can leave a voice message too on in the if you go to the link in bio where it says Linktree/G Money Stacks 555 on there. You can also follow you can also follow the show on every audio stream platform whatsoever. Of course, starting with Anchor. Yeah, that's where you can leave your voice message and stuff. If you have any questions, any thoughts or whatever and shit like that. But please, no annoying hating criticisms. Please, seriously, man. I'm not interested. I'm not interested in that shit anyway. So you know what I'm saying? Let me just speed this up, man. So starting with Anchor, Audacity, Audible, Audio Burst, Amazon Music, Breaker, Cashbox FM, Deezer, Listen Notes, Music. Hold on, Moon FM podcast, Player FM, Pocket Cast, Podbay, Podfriend, Podopolo, Podorama, Podcast Index, Podcast Addict, Podchaser, Podverse, Reason FM, Spotify, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, Google Podcasts. And of course, don't forget to leave a 5-star rating on Podchaser, Podfriend, and Spotify. And of course, don't forget to listen to Off the Meat Rack Chainz New York podcast on Radio Public and alongside with iHeartRadio, the number one app for music, radio, and podcasting. And of course, you can follow my other podcast shows, which is Excellent Fun Vibrant Podcast, Sports Edition Show, and of course, Meticulous Vibe Juice Podcast review show as well. And lastly, don't forget and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel G Money Stacks 555 and tap that noti bell so you can be reminded on when the show goes in the air via live stream. Stay tuned for more upcoming episodes, more video content. Of course, the latest and previous episodes that's on the YouTube channel right now for all the episodes in case you missed it. Be sure to catch up on all of them. And of course, share the episodes, share the videos, tell a friend to another friend, and of course, make sure you share the podcast with your wives, your husbands, your boyfriends, your friends, your girlfriends, and whoever that you're cool with from work or from your career field and stuff. So there you go, right there. And I want to say, make sure you listen, stream, share, and make sure you spread the word. Make sure you download these episodes and make sure you watch. Make sure you comment. And of course, make sure you trust the process when it comes to your craft, and which includes podcasting and stuff like that. And there's no right or wrong way to do a podcast, man. You know what I'm saying? And you don't really necessarily, and like I said before, man, you don't necessarily need to feel like it's mandatory to actually be in a fancy recording expensive studio where they charge you too much money for producers and engineers. You don't really need that. All you need, for those of you that's interested in making a podcast or whatever, all you need is headphones, of course, along with a microphone and alongside with a laptop. I mean, that's all you basically need, you know what I'm saying? And also remember, the grind doesn't stop, and trust the process. Make sure you follow your goals and dreams and do what makes you happy mentally, physically, and spiritually. Because at the end of the day, nobody's gonna fulfill those dreams but you. So there you go, right there. And yeah, that's gonna do it for me. I'm G Money Stacks. Thank you very much for listening to episode 156 titled Whoa Now. You know what I'm saying? And I'll see you folks next time. Same place, same man cave channel. And of course, there's gonna be some upcoming schedules of the podcast that's going to be scheduled on different days. On, on, on Unfortunately, I had to shuffle the podcast recording schedule. So on Monday, I'm gonna record episode 157, and hopefully 158 on Wednesday, and the rest is going to be fully scheduled. So there you have it right there. So yeah. I'm out of here, man. And I hope you folks out there enjoy the rest of your Father's Day weekend. And I hope you get the chance to get last minute gifts for your pops. And I hope you had a chance to take your dad to a Mets baseball game at Citi Field or any other place whatsoever. You know what I'm saying? Um, I mean, it's all about keeping things simple, man. It doesn't have to be too extra, but sometimes extra helps. And you know, do what works for you, man, and what you want to get for your pops, man. So there you go, man. Enjoy the rest of your Father's Day weekend. I'm out of here. See y'all next time. Peace and well, love. Enjoy yourselves. Be careful out there on these streets, and have yourselves a good night.